Alright, folks, we are back, and we're heading eastward direction. I always do best later on in commentaries, but the beginning always goes to shit for whatever reason. Still haven't got the blinking thing resolved. I don't know. But what I have done is I leveled up my Berserker to basically the same that this guy's at. And my, who's the other dude called? Oh yeah, my character Quidnick, Outlander. He's, in part Act 4 at the moment. Good stuff. The guy who owns the temple steps still does not have insurance on his runes. I guess fishing is not the most exciting thing to watch, so I'll try to be quick or talk over it. Or neither. Neither sounds good, right? So, a lot of exciting things. I skydived today. Made beautiful love to several women whilst skydiving. Also, I had Texas toast. The latter being the only one that was true. Pretty good. Though the garlic was really strong. I have to say, I wasn't too crazy about that. Not too crazy, man. Yeah, there's been a lot of shoveling. I mean, where I live, this storm probably dropped us a good upward, around 2 feet. Around 2 feet. It's been pretty nasty. But we get the neighbors to help out shoveling. It's a good step. These kobolds, they're not going to be doing much shoveling from now on. They're not going to be doing much of anything. Because they're dead. Oh, okay, I need a gem. Coolio. Julio. Now this area is a bit high level for me, but I mean, this is casual, so. You know what sucks? For you guys, at least. And me. The, mouse clicks. Man, that's the trade-off of getting a cheap mouse. Works absolutely fine. But it's wired, and it actually gets really annoying. Especially when you're playing games like this. You kind of become conscious of it, because it's just a non-stop click fest, you know. But not much I can do about that. Except maybe buy better. Spend $20 and no. That's ridiculous. That's an absurd concept. Check the rocks. Out of paranoid habit. Turn these guys into giblets. I said turn these guys... There we go. He's just been... he underwent a process of gibification. He did too. Yeah, the engineer's a badass. He's just so great. I had no problem getting Gib Tycoon with this guy. No problem whatsoever. It's a Legionnaire kilt. I'll have to check that out. So yeah, plenty more to show with Minecraft, which I'll get to eventually, but this game, I'm just going through the motions. It is very fun. I can't argue. I have to convince other people to buy it though. And I haven't yet. The situation with me is, you know, I've just got a small handful of close friends. You know, I'm just typical introverted nerd. But, you know, the ones that I do have are either busy, have a shit computer, or, in the case of one close friend of mine, his computer was thrown up on by his sister, who was, all I can guess, sick that day. But you know what? You can't really do anything about that. Life throws you curveballs and vomit. Nothing you can do about that. Except maybe put your laptop on a high counter. I think that's what he's gonna do next time. He's gonna buy a new Dell or something. And every time he's done using it, he's just gonna put it on the top of the fridge. Out of just sheer panic. You know, we teens in this economy scavenging for money, and, you know, this stuff doesn't come that quick. Now, you may be saying, well, Quitnick, why don't you play online with people? Well, I'll tell you, that was all great after spending the insane amount of time that I did playing Warcraft and some other FPS games online. It's just, I don't know, I've developed a sort of uneasiness that I have to get used to. It's like every time that I try out a new community, a new game, I'm put into a new community, and I feel lost. I'm sure that you guys have the same experience. That's why the best way to do it is with a friend that you know in real life or have had a long internet experience with. And, you know, I was just too young to, like, bond with people in Warcraft throughout the time that I played it because, you know, I guess I could have gotten away with it, but not like some of these people. They've met their guildmates on, like, a road trip. I think that's awesome. If I ever get into something as much as I did with WoW, PlanetSide 2 and Guild Wars, neither of which I've really tried. Both of those, man, that's where you meet new people. What's cool, from what I've heard, is that those games, you know, you need partnership, because there's battles, like in PlanetSide 2, that have 150 plus people in them. So you gotta know, you gotta have coordination, you gotta have some a voiceover command to communicate and all that. So, and it's real. I've heard from people that it's really tough doing it with just some dude who lives in some other state, you know, that you don't, you need someone that you trust, that you can coordinate well with. So that's why I've been trying to get a couple guys who graduated in my high school last year that I don't know really well, but have the interest in knowing better. Get him on board with a game like PlanetSide 2 and just try it out. It makes it a whole lot less anxiety driven for people who are shy, such as myself. You know, man, if some people are just outgoing naturally, but some others, it's tough. It takes a while to get into some of these multiplayer matches, but you can't. You have to try it out. You can't. There's no excuse. You gotta get out there. Well, back to what is actually happening on the screen. It seems that we've got some golden chests. I have not done this map. Doesn't look familiar to me. There's some really cool Phase Beast challenges. There's one where you like have to solve a maze of platforms that rise in and out of the water. That one was good. There's another one, oh my god, there was this one thing where you had to fight off like 20 massive gels. They were like dark, purplish masses of Kleenex snot, you know, disgusting. You had to fight these guys in a very small arena. Smaller than this. That put me on my knees begging for the fight to be over. These skeletons seriously need to buy insurance. I don't care, I'm gonna keep rolling with that joke. Until I find something better to say. I'm gonna need some life insurance now, bitch. That's for sure. Ooh! Look! Red, yellow, green! But then it turned blue. Oh, and orange. Oh. That's unfortunate. I was gonna say it looked like a stoplight. But it's not a stoplight. It's a bunch of gems in a fantasy video game. Close enough, right? Close enough. Okay. This is really bad positioning. See, if they made the players, like if this was virtual reality and I had to run up all these steps, oh my god. No way, Jose. I can imagine I'd be out of breath fighting 25 skeleton mages too. You know, that's it's exhausting. They don't talk about this, but you know, fighting evil magi, it's exhausting. These guys need to come home to their wife and their loved ones and just relax, have a cup of coffee, do some office work. Fighting huge phase beasts on an ethereal plane is like a weekend job for these guys. I mean you no harm. I am but a lonely soul trapped in the afterlife, betrayed and drowned by villainous companions. I dwell here, relieving my end, and waiting in vain for my death to be avenged. But it has been over 100 years since I took my last breath, and this is that busted limb. I'm very tired, you see, because I've been dead for 100 years, and you really don't get that good of sleep on ethereal mattresses. But anyways, this guy is in retreat in Plunder Cove. Seek their leader, Captain Willie, through this portal and show him that yeah. So you want me to kill him, basically, right? Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm getting at. Okay. What level am I? I'm 53. I shouldn't be doing this. This is tough shit, man. Well, whatever. Spend our skill points. It's not really our points. It's mine, but you know, you can pretend that you're part of the group too, if you want. Oh man. I guess I'll kick up the vitality, right? That doesn't hurt. This is getting kind of long and dreary and painful, so I'm gonna cut it short. Guys, thank you for the 10 people who watch this, you are very special. You're a very special person. Actually, it's not even 10 people who will get to this part in the video. It'll just be like that one guy who went out to make some Texas toast and he left the video running and he's come back and he's just biting into it and he's chilling out listening to me. Gwynnick. I'll see you next time.